Welcome back to Bleeding Blue, a sit-down podcast with Exeter's athletes. I'm Adam Cooke, the host of this production, as well as a writer, radio intern, and soccer announcer at Exeter. Today, I talked with Maddie McAuliffe, who just started her second soccer season. Maddie plays 3 sports and reached up to 4 in her freshman season. We talked about the soccer team's improvements over the past few years, her workload, inspirations, and more. I hope everyone enjoys the show today. Welcome back to Bleeding Blue. I'm joined by Maddie McAuliffe, an incredible sophomore 3-sport athlete. She is 2 games into her soccer season, and she has done incredible so far. So we're going to talk with her about all of her sports. She plays soccer, basketball, and track. So yeah, how are you today, Maddie?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing really good. So can you just introduce yourself a little bit more, who you are and, more about the sports you play?
I'm Maddie McAuliffe. I'm a starting player for my varsity soccer team. I play basketball. I'm double rostered for that, and track. I do track as well, and I'm on varsity there as well.
Yeah, so last season in soccer, so about a year ago now, you burst onto the scene, did really good on varsity for Exeter, who has, improved a lot. So you were named All Division for Exeter in the county. What was it like to start your soccer career off on such a high note like that?
It was really amazing. I'm going to be honest. You never know what you're going to expect with your first year with being a freshman playing a high school sport, and I was just really excited that it went so well. I was proud of what I accomplished and was just happy to really be there at that point.
Yeah, did you play on JV for anything, or were you just straight out of the gate, were you varsity?
I was straight out of the gate starting varsity player freshman year.
So how important is that to you to have varsity time so early on and be able to get that experience?
It means a lot to me. I love soccer. It's my main sport, and it's something I take a lot of pride in and put a lot of effort in. So it was nice to see that that effort wasn't going to waste.
hmm I know you weren't there the year prior, obviously, because you're a freshman, or you were a freshman, but what do you think Exeter did that allowed them to be more successful than, say, the years prior? What did you see that was going right?
The last year when I was there, I realized we've been doing things differently. We've been putting in more time and effort. We've been doing more stuff over the summer, stuff like that. And also, the girls are a lot tighter. We all know each other a lot better. Most of the people have either played with each other on club sports or stuff like that. So I think it's just a better community, a better group of girls.
Yeah, and you guys, the success you had took you to both the district and the county playoffs. In the county, you guys played Mifflin to start off, had a close 1-0 win. So what was that experience like for your first playoff game?
That Mifflin game was a tough one. I mean, I can't even explain how we all put in a bunch of effort in that game. We all wanted it. We all wanted to come up on top. It was a really exciting win. We were all really happy with the result.
hmm Um, and are you excited to play Mifflin and see how they are this year?
We are. We definitely want to go back because we did lose to Mifflin once, so we wanted to come back again and make sure we beat them this time. Make sure we continue with our winning streak.
hmm So after that game, you guys lost to Y Missing and took an 11-0 loss to Central Dolphin, I think.
Yeah.
So probably not the best way to end your
It
season.
was not.
Yeah, but how were you guys able to stay on your feet and look forward to this next season?
We knew that Central Dolphin was going to be a very, very good team. They're well
hmm
managed, so is Wild. They're both very well put together teams. So at the start, we were expecting it might have been a tough game for our last two. But for this season, we want to come at it strong again, continue to have positive attitude going into every game, and hoping that we can come up on top.
hmm And I think they were undefeated
They
at to
were,
that point, and they stayed, won the district championship. So,
yeah, went on even
it's
further than that.
it says a lot that you guys got that far
It
still.
does. So we were
So
just proud that we got there to begin with.
yeah, for sure. So This season, you guys have played Boyertown and who's the other team?
Schuylkill Valley.
So yeah, you guys are 2-0 so far. You scored 2 goals in the first game.
Did.
So, I mean, how you feeling right now?
So far, pretty good. We're all happy to start off the season and in a good way. It was really exciting to get those 2 goals to start. I didn't have that many last year, so it was exciting to be able to start off strong this year. And we're just hoping we can keep it together, keep getting stronger.
And a lot of the team is returning, a lot of the younger talent. There were 4 seniors that graduated, but there are a lot of good pieces returning. So, talk to me about how important it is to retain so many people from last year.
It's really important that we retain people because first there's a lot of talent on our team. We have a lot of skill, a lot of depth, but also injuries are prone at at like during this time. I mean, last year we barely even had enough girls to make a JV team because of injuries.
Hmm.
So as long as girls keep coming out to play, keep coming and showing up, we should be fine.
Hmm. We're going to move into some rapid fire questions, just about random stuff. Don't feel pressured to answer too quick. So, funniest teammate.
Have to go to Aubrey Ridge with that one.
Favorite sport that you don't play?
Probably water polo. I've always wanted to try it. It seems like
Ooh.
fun.
Do you have any friends on the team?
I do not, but I know 2 people, boy and girl, who play.
That's fair. Favorite music genre?
Ooh, probably rock.
Favorite rock artist?
Guster.
Hmm. Wow Sheets.
Wall.
They asked that on the team Instagram a
They
lot.
did, yep,
They
the
did.
poll. That's something we started this year, but yeah,
Yeah.
definitely Walla.
Yeah. Favorite teacher?
High school or in general?
What about both?
Both. High school, probably Mr. Freeze. In general, my 5th grade teacher, Miss Schaefer.
Did you have Mr. Freeze as a freshman?
I did, yep.
I did the same. Skip that one class.
Yep.
That's always a good thing. So, do you have Mr. Fiddler this year?
I'll have him in the second half of the year, yeah.
You should look forward
I'm
to it.
excited for that, guys.
It's a bit complicated, but you'll get
I've heard
through
he's a
it.
good teacher.
Oh yeah, he's chill. So yeah, we'll move back into some of the normal stuff. So, you're playing 3 sports now. Like I said, soccer, basketball, track. When you're playing all 3, how are you able to manage your time between them and make sure you're able to get the right practice and conditioning in for them?
It's definitely tough. I usually build off of the practices, the sports that I play before into what I do now, but I make sure to get out on the time that I have, practice when I can, do small things even if I don't have that much time, because anything really helps. And it's just managing your time well, really.
Yeah. And so basketball is a lot different from, say, track or soccer in different ways. So, what is it like transitioning to basketball and then back away from it?
It's definitely tough because in basketball you're sprinting a lot more. Soccer it's more distance. Track I run distance, so it's a bit of a difference. But it takes a second to adapt to get back into the groove of running longer distances and stuff. I'm not gonna say it's easy. It's not, but you get there eventually. You learn to adapt to it.
Yeah. And last year you played 4 sports because you were doing
Yes.
cross country in the fall. And that's something that is rarely heard of. So talk to me about managing 2 sports in the same season.
That was definitely tough. There's a reason why I was not going to be doing it again this year. There's a reason I was not going to be doing cross country anymore. I did love the sport. It was fun. I love the girls there as well. But it was just too much having soccer and cross country at the same time. I'd be getting home around like 8 or 9 at night and then having to do schoolwork till 12. I mean, it was a lot on me and mentally it was just too much.
Yeah. And when it's not overboard, do you like staying busy all the time, having stuff to do?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I'd rather be busy and all over the place than be bored all the time. So I've always loved being busy and like doing stuff as much as I can, filling the time.
Mhm. I know you kind of talked about it earlier a little bit, but how important is keeping good grades, schoolwork, getting study time into you, and how are you able to stay on top of it always?
School always comes first. That's what's always been taught in my family. If things ever become too much with sports, I've always been told that you will quit sports before you even think about stopping with grades and stuff. So it's time management, really. I've been, grades are the most important thing I have during school, and it's important to keep them up. So I've been working really hard to do so.
And what has your class load been like? How rigorous are the courses that you're taking?
I'm in honors and I'm starting my first AP classes this year, so that's a bit nerve-wracking, but I think I'll be able to keep up with the homework and stuff as long as I continue to manage my time well and use the small amount of time that I have to do it on schoolwork.
Are you doing AP Bio?
I am doing AP Bio this year, yep.
Nice. That should be interesting. Good
Oh,
luck with that.
yeah.
I didn't take it. I heard some things it's hard, but
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories of staying up till 12 most nights just to finish the homework and stuff. So
well,
excited about that.
it's good you said you're used to it.
Yeah, I already got that down.
So, do you think you'll be able to keep up three sports throughout the rest of your high school career? Do you see that as a possibility?
At the moment, yes, unless I decide to just focus more on one, depending on college or anything like that. I might only focus on one, but at the moment, I'd like to continue doing all three sports. I love doing all three. I love the my teammates in each of them, and it's a lot of fun doing all three.
Yeah. And you were talking about college. Have you gotten any, messages or calls or anything like that, even though you're still in the first half of your high school career?
I've started reaching out. There's been a few coaches that have reached out. I haven't really even decided or even really looked at much stuff yet, but I've been beginning to start the process, which takes a little while, but at least I've started it.
And the hopes for you are soccer right now to hopefully continue into college?
Yes, I'd love to continue playing soccer all through college.
What did you learn from some of the seniors that were on the soccer team last year that graduated?
I learned a bunch about being a team player, making sure that you were getting to where you needed to be, doing things for the team, not just for yourself. Also learning to cover more space, making sure you took care of your job when you had to, just making sure you were there for people as well.
And what about Grace Reedy? Were you close with her at all during the basketball season? I mean, what was it like playing right next to Exeter's all-time scoring leader?
I didn't know Grace Reedy personally that well, but it was amazing to see her reach that record. It was really extraordinary, and I learned a lot of stuff about shooting, using your body when you're in the paint, stuff like that from her.
Mhm. And you were running with three upperclassmen last year for what was it, 1600 or one
Yeah,
of the relays?
one of the relays, yep.
Yeah. So I mean, what was that like? The ninth grader and then the 11th and 12th graders.
It was definitely fun. I mean, I learned a lot from those girls. We all kept each other up mentally because track really is a mental sport, and you need to make sure you stay positive all the time. So they really helped me keep a positive mind all throughout the season, and we had a good time together.
Yeah. What would you say your favorite event in track is?
One of the relays. I love the 4x4, the 4x8. They're my favorite relays all time.
Nice. And what kind of an environment is track compared to some of the other sports that you're playing?
Track is tough. They say it's a team sport, but most of the time you're running on your own, doing your own thing, which can be tough on you mentally when you don't have the support of people all the time while you're doing it. I mean, soccer and basketball are both all the time team sports where you have talking with people, making passes, doing things like that. Track, it's tough. It's hard to go from a sport like track, basketball, or soccer into one where you're just doing things on your own.
Mhm. What's the difference between soccer and club soccer? So when you're playing at Exeter versus you said Berks United. So
The difference really is I've been with Berks United girls for a lot longer. We all know we're all super close. We know what we're capable of and how to do it. It's also really high division teams, so we travel around a lot more to farther places. But we've definitely faced some good competition in Exeter as well recently. But yeah, big difference really is that you're just moving a lot more in club soccer.
How important is it to get that training on possibly a higher level when you're going further, playing with players like that?
It means everything, really, because practicing and playing with that kind of team can help you get better for your high school one. So it's important to not only do stuff like off season, but to make sure you're doing it with the team.
Hmm. And what's it like when you see some of those girls on the pitch when you're playing for Exeter? Is there any connection there?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, as I said, I've been with most of these girls for a large section of my soccer career. So it's a ton of fun to be able to see them out on the pitch on the soccer field with everyone playing for our school for the first time, which is a ton of fun.
Outside of playing three sports, how else are you filling your time? Are you in any clubs or any other organizations at Exeter?
I'm in a few clubs. I do mock trial, which is just a lawyer thing that I do with a group of people. I was in Minithon last year. I'll probably try and do that again this year, and I'd like to try and do Leo Club this year because it sounds fun.
Nice. How do you think you've been able to achieve success at the high school and be the person you are?
Putting in the effort, working hard all the time, no matter what, no matter who's watching or what's going on, just making sure that you're always doing your best, working hard, and also making sure you're having fun, talking with people, connecting with the players and the coaches. It's important.
Mhm. And what role do you think your parents have had in shaping you, helping push you along the way?
My parents have been with me my whole soccer career, have supported me through all three sports, have made sure that I've stayed in shape, done things I need to do, but also made sure that I've stayed healthy. I owe a lot of my abilities and athleticness to them, really.
Mm. Are there any other people that have helped you and that you possibly look up to?
Definitely friends, the upperclassmen. As I said, I know a bunch of them really well. They have helped me once again through a bunch of different stuff. But yeah, it's really my friends who have helped me to stay in the sport and continue to do what I love.
What does it mean to you to play for Exeter, to go to school here, be an Exeter Eagle and bleed blue?
It means everything. I love Exeter, everything about it. I've lived here almost my whole life, and I hope to always carry the Exeter spirit with me.
Hmm. Uh, how excited are you for the rest of the soccer season going down the line, and where do you see this team at?
I see this team going far. I'm really excited for the season to come. I think we have a great group of girls now. We have added a lot of good people. A lot of talent has come up, and I think we can go really far.
Hmm. And what are some individual goals that you have for your season as a sophomore?
Well, one goal, and all my teammates can attest to this. I really want to score off a header this year. It was my goal last year. I didn't get a chance to, so I'm hoping this year I'll be able to reach that. A goal as like our team really is we really want to make it back to districts again.
Yeah.
Maybe even win counties or anything like that if we get the chance to.
Yeah, it's an exciting team, so we'll have to come out and watch sometime.
Yes, everyone's
What
welcome.
are some games you think are best for me covering with Spotlight?
Definitely Wilson or Mifflin. It's definitely gonna be a tough competition there. We'll hope to be able to come up on top, but you never know. So those are definitely some good games to come watch.
Yeah, what about your other sports? Are you excited for how things are going to shape up this year?
Yes, track. Once again, a lot of fast people are coming up. We lost a few people that I know of, but I'm sure we can recover that talent and bring up new girls as well. The basketball wise, once again, we've been working hard for the past over summer break, almost all through summer. We've been having open gyms and stuff, and once again, we're hoping to make it to districts, counties, be able to go farther as well.
Hmm. And will you be an everyday starter for basketball team, do you think?
I don't know yet. Last year I had different small bits of time in varsity every once in a while, getting in for subs or just for defense, stuff like that. So I'm not sure where that puts me now. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Is there anything else you want to add on today?
No, not really.
Well, I appreciate you coming on. It was awesome talking with you. Best of luck in the rest of the soccer season. You guys are going to do great. Basketball and track too. Congrats on everything you've accomplished so far, and best of luck.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much to Maddie for coming on the show, and thank you to everyone for tuning in today. If you would like to be part of the show in the future, check the description of this episode or my website to apply as a guest. Make sure to stay in the loop with Bleeding Blue and check out adamcookejournalism.com. Follow me on all my socials at adamcookejournalism and hit the follow or subscribe button wherever you're listening. Thank you for supporting local journalism with Bleeding Blue. This is Adam signing off.